I've got a triplex that's going to be a great addition to your portfolio. Angus, this is your video. Let's dive in. This is your show. This is the show where I direct taking your needs. I'm going through the MLS. I'm trying to find the best possible deal for you guys. Put down 25% down. Buy this. Buy real estate investment. The greatest industry in the world. Hey, real estate investor. Welcome to another episode of the MLS Search and Intelligence Show here on Holton-Wise TV. As always, I am your host, James Wise, currently coming to you guys from the home office due to the corona. But as many times, Holton-Wise, even though we're adapting a little bit, we've got top essential media sales offices working at offsite locations. Some flyers, all the social media stay-at-home stuff that's out there. Even though we're doing that, we are still able to put properties under contract, close properties, handle turnovers, handle big renovations, handle all property management, collect rent, anything in the property management space during the coronavirus stuff. We are still doing for you. Our field team, our essential workforce, they are still out there handling the things we need to handle. I got investors in two different camps right now. Camp one, like you, Angus, they see an opportunity to get aggressive right now so we can squeeze out some really good deals. I agree with that camp. The second camp is investors who want to back away. They want to have all this stuff end. They want to be out of stuff, so they're trying to remain liquid. I do not necessarily agree with that camp, as I still open-minded on the tail end of the last recession. But I do understand it, and I'm not judging you, and that is a totally reasonable thing to do. But right now, it's all about you, brother. And I got another property for you. Actually, as I film this right now, last time I spoke to you was last night. One of our deals from one of the videos I sent you a while back, that appears to be falling apart. It looks like the seller's getting flaky. The listing agent doesn't seem to have control on that client. And I had told you last night, hey, don't worry, dude. I got two more properties coming to you tomorrow, which would now be today, that are even better. And I do. As a matter of fact, as soon as I'm done filming this video, I'm going to shoot you that link, and you're going to definitely love those two properties. I think those are great. And I also just saw this one pop on the market. So even though you haven't even got to see those two properties, I had to hop on here and analyze this triplex for you because, dude, this triplex is exactly what you want. It's going to fit into exactly what you're going to be doing. So as soon as I saw this thing pop up on the MLS, I'm like, damn, dude, I got to hop on and get that video over to Angus. So without further ado, 5400 Denison Avenue, Cleveland, Ohio, 44102. This has just been listed 2 days ago. I saw it last night for the first time by a Keller Williams agent. They listed this thing at $75,000. As far as our photos, we don't have too much, right? We just got 4 little exterior photos, but that's okay. We'll write our offer contingent on a home inspection, right? With these 3 units. 2 of them are apartments. Each have 3 beds. One has 1 bath, one has 2. They're renting them for $675, $650, and the third is a retail space. I believe it's like an office space of some sort. All long-term tenants here. So we're bringing in $1,800 a month or $21,600 a year. Great thing about unit 1 and 2, those residential spaces, seeing as they're 3-bedroom units, I think we can get that rent up a little bit as the neighborhood currently sits. So I wouldn't say we try to move these folks out or anything. I mean, this thing is cash flowing great right now as it sits. But at the next turnover, we should be able to rent each of those units for $700 or more. As far as that retail tenant, at the moment, I would say we leave them alone. Don't try to get greedy. Don't try to get more rent out of them right now. The reason that I've targeted this neighborhood for you and targeted this neighborhood for you in the past is I'm very high on this neighborhood. Currently, I see it as a D grade neighborhood, okay? D grade neighborhood. However, I think it's the best D-grade neighborhood in the Cleveland market. To the north, right to the north, we got the hot stuff. Edgewater, Gordon Square, Tremont, Ohio City. We got all that stuff to the north. To the west, Lakewood, Rocky River, super high-end suburbs. To the south, okay, C-class neighborhood, just classic C-class neighborhood. So the north, the west, the south, all better than this particular neighborhood right now. In this neighborhood, to the east, in this particular neighborhood, just to the east, very, very close, a few minutes away by car, is a hospital, Metro Health, one of the biggest hospitals in the Cleveland area, if not the country. Okay. Huge hospital, huge medical center. They're committed to investing $1 billion in their facility and in the surrounding neighborhood. So, because we got awesome stuff going on to the north, awesome stuff going on to the west, better quality stuff than what we see here in this neighborhood to the south, and then just in this same neighborhood to the east, we've got $1 billion of investment. I think this is the next neighborhood in the Cleveland market that's going to see some appreciation and will one day become a better neighborhood than it is currently. So that's why I've been so high on this neighborhood, and I think investing in this neighborhood makes a lot of sense. Currently, though, it's risky, so we got to account for that risk right now. And when we do turn over those two retail, or not the retail unit, rather, when we do turn over those two residential units, I think it would be smart to go Section 8, right? I think it would just make the most sense right now until we see some turn in the neighborhood. And hey, man, I could be wrong, dude. This neighborhood could never turn, but that's what speculation is. But I am not like a big like invest for speculation guy. I don't try to make crazy bets, but whenever there is like actionable data showing me a reasonable expectation that things are going to be better, such as a freaking $1 billion being invested in the neighborhood, I think it's fair to assume that there probably will be, an increase in quality over here, right? Like, it's not often you funnel in $1 billion to a low-income neighborhood and stuff doesn't turn around, especially when the neighborhood's got amazing stuff to the north, great stuff to the west, good stuff to the south, right? I mean, it makes sense. So accounting for the current risks, though, 1,800 comes in. We got 90, 90, and 90 for our CapEx, our vacancy, our repairs and maintenance. Like, they haven't said anything about having new roofs, new furnaces, new hot water tanks. So I believe they're all going to be mid to end of life. I do not anticipate anything is going to be brand new in here. So we got to account for that, right? Remember, roofs, they last 30 years here in the Cleveland market. A shingle roof like this, that's probably a good $6,000-$7,000 roof, big old building, maybe even like 8,000. Okay. Furnaces, we should have 3. They're going to last about 30 years. I'm guessing they're all probably close to that age. Each are going to cost about $3,000 to replace. Hot water tanks last 15 years. They cost about $1,000. So whenever we do replace that stuff, still factor in the $90 for CapEx, 90 for vacancy and non-payment, 90 for repairs and maintenance, because your biggest repair and maintenance stuff happens at your turnovers, right? So right now, let's take in the current rents. But when we do turn over, dude, let's go Section 8. We'll increase the rents. We'll get you above 700 for the residential units, and we'll lower your turnovers, okay? Taxes, 82. Insurance, 100. You know the deal, Angus. We could insure this for you. We're able to handle your construction, your maintenance. We got title reps. We got it all, including insurance. Everybody else, click the show notes below. We could insure rental properties across the nation. Don't even have to be here in the Cleveland market like Angus is doing, man. You could have a nice little portfolio in several states and reach out to us, man. Let's insure that portfolio, because all we do, we're appointed through farmers and several independent agents. All we do is work with landlords. So our entire business model is taking landlord portfolios, shopping them around, and getting you the lowest possible rates, right? Like, if you're insuring your rental property portfolio through the same guy that's insuring your house or your boat or your car, okay, I guarantee you that guy doesn't have the knowledge in these types of assets. A lot of these assets are on the low spectrum in regards to like, building price, things in that nature, right? Like, I'm sure a lot of you guys out there watching the show looking to buy a $75,000 triplex don't live in a $75,000 house, right? So we are really, really, really well versed in this type of asset class, these 100-year-old properties. That's what we do. I guarantee you we'll be able to put together a better price for you every year than your current guy. So click in the notes below, get yourself a quote so we can see if we can't lower that premium. Lowering this premium, that's another way to make a little bit more money if you're one of those investors that's not like Angus trying to go out and get more revenue during this coronavirus outbreak, right? If you can't go out and try to find new revenue, well, you better fucking keep the revenue that you already got in your pocket. Don't let it go out the back door, okay?
G'day everyone, it's Angelo Remora here, your favorite Australian and the founder and owner of Ohio Cashflow. Over the last 5 years, Ohio Cashflow has established itself as the most reputable turnkey real estate investment company in the country. We offer solid B-class properties in Toledo, Ohio. We work and live in the same areas that we sell in, so when we sell your property, your tenants become our neighbors. We only take on a handful of investors every month, so for your chance to work with one of the best in the business, please fill out our investor application form, which you can find in the video notes below. Thanks for listening, and as we say down under, I'll catch you later, mate.
Is that it?
Yeah, we're done.
All right, cool.
Discount Property Warehouse, founded by real estate visionary Robert Fiel, author of the Short-Term Retirement Program, is a complete turnkey solution for acquiring cash-flowing investment properties in Memphis, Tennessee. Our turnkey properties include a third-party home inspection, new HVAC with 10-year warranties, new dimensional roofs, competitive price-to-rent ratios, discounted property insurance, in-house property management, private financing, and much more. At Discount Property Warehouse, we have a staff of licensed agents standing by, ready to assist you with every aspect of the process. Call us today or visit us online at discountpropertywarehouse.com.
As for water sewer, normally I like to factor in approximately $75 a month per unit. Okay, so that would put us at an approximation of $150 a month for water sewer costs. But this is a 3-unit, and as you see, I only have calculated 175, so another 25. Now, here's the thing with water sewer. I just really want to get this out there. I mean, a lot of these things are variable expenses, okay? Like, this is a people business, right? I cannot tell you for a certainty how many months tenant X, Y, or Z is going to pay in a row, right? I can't tell you for certainty that they're not going to lose their job tomorrow, or they're not going to decide to tell us to go to hell and evict them, or they're not going to beat up their girlfriend and go to jail, right? We can only give you expectations on what the data shows over the long term with the huge portfolio that we run here in Cleveland. Everybody gets that, right? Water sewer, of all those things, is the very hardest thing to estimate, right? These are estimations. You could have 2 identical units with 2 identical tenant mixes, right? What I mean by that is, like, say I have a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom unit here and a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom unit over here, and they both have 2 adults, 1 child, right? Well, each of those 2 families can use a varying level of water, man. I don't know, like maybe family 1 is dirty and they shower every 2 days. Maybe family 2 is super duper clean and they shower 2 to 3 times a day, right? We don't know. And my team can't, when we're showing the unit, we can't sit them down and be like, all right, folks, how many showers do you take per week? How long are your showers, right? We can't do that. So we got to estimate it out. So it's an estimation. Some of your properties will perform better on that. Some will perform worse. And then some tenants, they totally abuse it. And when it comes time to lease renewal, we either jack their rent up to make up for their abuses, or we wish them on their way, depending on how it makes sense from an ROI standpoint. So with all that said, our 3rd unit here, it's not a residential unit, so nobody's taking showers at all, right? But people are still using water. So that's why I factored in a much smaller amount for that 3rd unit than I normally would if this was 3 residential units. Now, if that 3rd unit was something that uses a ton of water, like one of my tenants is a dog groomer, okay? I have a big old building in Parma. As a matter of fact, it's the building that we have that huge mural. That's actually the biggest mural in that city. And one of the tenants that we've got in that property, they're a dog groomer. So yeah, nobody's taking showers because they live there, but dude, they're showering dogs all freaking day. So those folks, they use a ton of water. But I don't think we have a ton of water usage out of the office tenant at this particular building. So I don't think we need to factor in that amount. So that is why I utilized that particular price point and why we're talking about water sewer. I want anybody who's got more questions on why you as the owner need to pay for water and sewer here in the Cleveland market, no matter how many units are in your properties. I want you to go to the property management FAQ and check that out. I've explained that. And we got a goofy system here between our laws and the way the water department does it. I am not saying I am in favor of it. It's just how we have to handle it. It's how we have to play the cards we were dealt. Back to the chart, though. Lawn care, 44, PM 180. So all told, of the 1,800, I believe we're going to spend approximately $851 running this property for you, leaving you with an NOI of $949. And if we are able to pick this thing up at the price that I think you should be able to pick it up, now it's priced well, $75K. Nothing wrong with paying $75K. Okay, if you have to pay $75K, Angus, still going to be a hell of a deal. But I believe you being a cash buyer, I think we can come in and we could pick it up for you for $70,000. So with accounting for all the risk factors and what I think is going to happen on the performance of this property right now, with us bringing home on average of $949 a month, this puppy will be a 16.27 cap. That's why the moment I saw it, your head popped up your name rather popped up in my head, and I'm like, dude, I don't even care that he hasn't seen the 2 deals I'm sending him. I gotta get on here and I gotta film this immediately and get him this property immediately, because I figured this is exactly what you want. You like this neighborhood, you like the path of progress, and you have, what was it, like, I think $2 or $3 million bucks. We are playing with $2 or $3 million in liquid cash right now. And this is just another great property. You go in, you buy it cash. We'll try to squeeze you a little discount. We'll try to get it for you for 70 since you are a cash buyer. But again, if that seller, if they hold pat and they say, no, man, I want 75 or I'm not selling it, I say you go 75. I mean, I think this is a solid deal. And as a matter of fact, I think this is even at a higher price point, I think this is a better deal than the Lorraine property. This looks to be just in like a better condition just based on the limited amount of photos. But of course, once we get our inspectors in there, we'll see from there. But I really like this property. I think there's a lot of good stuff going on with this property. So that's why I had to get it to you, man. I thought this was going to work out perfectly for you. So if we can do it for $70K, man, 16.27 cap. And then as far as financing it down the road goes, I think it might make sense to wait a little bit. Because, you'd have to get commercial financing because it's not going to fall under the regular residential stuff because we got that commercial space in there. But this might be something good. You want to package this in with like a nice blanket refi later, especially if we see a nice little uptick in the market. So I'll get this out to you here in the next day or two after I'm done filming right now. And I will, by then, have already talked about your other 2 properties. And until I get you your next video, that's all I've got for today. So as always, I'm James Wise with Holton-Wise, and this is Real Estate Investing Made Easy. This is your show. This is the show where I work for you directly, taking your needs. I'm going through the MLS and I'm trying to find the best possible deal for you guys. Put down 25%. That's the perfect way to buy this. That's why real estate investing is the greatest industry in the world.
RentTech Direct provides you with an easy-to-use yet robust platform for managing your properties, complete with its built-in reporting and accounting system that can be customized to fit your business. You can manage work orders and even accept them online from your tenants. You can also share work order details with tenants or owners if you wish. With RentTech Direct, you will also fill your vacancies faster than ever with the built-in marketing tools. Just enter the details of your property and RentTech will automatically provide you with a professional online website, as well as syndicate them to popular websites such as Zillow, Trulia, and Apartments.com to get your listing maximum exposure so it's rented fast.
Over 50% of those living in the greater Memphis area rent their home. This fact, combined with the high price-to-rent ratio, is why Forbes rates Memphis, Tennessee as one of the top real estate investment markets in the country. Memphis Investment Properties and their sister property management company, Reedy & Company Realtors, are among the largest and most trusted turnkey operations in this market. With over 30 years in business, a portfolio consisting of more than 2,700 active rentals, and an impeccable track record renovating over 6,000 single-family homes, it's no surprise they are one of the most reputable turnkey operations in the United States.
Cleveland, Ohio is widely considered to be one of the top rental markets in the entire United States. This is because here in Cleveland, our housing prices are low and our rental prices and demand are high. At Holton-Wise, we provide the complete turnkey solution for all real estate investors, whether they are local, out of state, or even abroad. As real estate brokers, we will provide you with agent representation to help you buy properties ranging from single-family homes to large apartment complexes. We even have referrals for lenders who can provide investment property loans to investors located in all 50 states, allowing you to capitalize on the use of leverage or other people's money. We have referrals to top-notch title companies, so you know that all of your transactions are safe and secure, with every single property being delivered to you with clear title. Once you close on the property, we have an investor-focused insurance brokerage who can handle all your property insurance needs. This insurance brokerage handles auto, home, life, and business policies, but they specialize in working with policies for landlords. We also have full-service property management. We can handle all rental property advertisements, tenant placement, rent collection, evictions, maintenance, landscaping, construction, and repairs. In addition, Holton-Wise also offers digital media and education. One day, when you are ready to sell your investment, Holton-Wise, as the #1 seller of investment properties in the greater Cleveland area, can market your property in a video just like this one to our worldwide base of investors who are looking to capitalize on the high cash flow opportunities in the Cleveland, Ohio market. Be sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on our latest content, including video tours and analysis of investment properties that are available for sale, real estate investment education, and our most interesting encounters with tenants from hell. Holton-Wise, real estate investing made easy.